Yo yappers, welcome back to day 6, I think, of our daily yap session where we just yap for 10 minutes. Today, we're yapping about the whole Twitch situation. If you have not seen lately, Twitch is changing just one thing after another. So much news is coming out of the Twitch side of things that, like, I needed to make a video on this stuff. It's been kind of crazy, I will not lie. It's been so weird to see, like, keeping up with, like, streaming stuff because I did not expect this many changes out of Twitch so fast. We'll start with their changes to, like, kind of monetization, or, like, at least... So, if you don't know, what they recently did is they made it so now everyone has access to subscriptions, which is the big one, subs, or not ads, sorry. They don't have, you still need partner for ads, I believe, but you have access to that, emotes, and a bunch of other stuff. But the main big thing is everyone is able to get subs now, which is crazy. Because obviously before you needed to get partner first before you were able to get subs, I believe is how it worked. To be fair, I may be wrong. I don't know fully how Twitch works. I never really kept up fully with it. But, like, god damn, that is a crazy change to make, because it's like, now what do you really get for partner? Like, I guess you get ads, but it's like, how much are ads really bringing in for, like, money-wise? I don't think a lot. So this is, like, huge for smaller streamers, because you could have so many people coming around just giving subs now. Like, obviously before, you could set up, like, subs through, like, a third-party thing. You could set up, like, StreamElements, which we'll get into a bit more later. But yeah, you could have other ways to get donations and stuff. But yeah, I think donations fully as well are now a thing. Donations might have been a thing fully for everyone before, but yeah, I know now that subs and donations, I think, are. And that's an interesting change, and it makes me question, why do they want more, like, smaller streamers over there? Because it seems like they're trying to get the, like, basic smaller streamers now, almost, with, like, change like this. And then obviously the other big problem they've been having, viewbotting. They've been yapping about this for months now. That's been a problem. It's been a big problem for a while now, with a lot of people being like, oh, it's not a big problem, and then people being like, actually, it's a massive problem. And I think it's a massive problem. I think we have genuinely probably had a few streamers that have blown up purely because of viewbotting. And it may not even be that they themselves decided to viewbot. Maybe someone, like, fucking bought it for them or something like that, but it's like, it's such a big problem, and I don't know if the Twitch solutions are really a good way of doing it. So they, like, clarified that, like, they know it's a problem, they're trying to fix it, and the big thing they're doing now is apparently they're, like, they're able to tell when someone is getting viewbotted. So apparently they are able to tell what's a viewbot and what's not. And now what they're going to do is, if your channel is getting viewbotted, they will put a concurrent viewer cap on you, where you will not go above that certain cap. It will just stay like that forever. Which, like, I guess it works, but it's also like, what solution is it really fixing? It's just making it so, I guess, these streamers that shouldn't be towards the top end getting as much advertisement and stuff isn't. But it's, man, it's a tough problem, obviously, because it's like the same problem of, like, hackers versus anti-cheat, right? Where it's, you need to be in a constant war, and I think they're just losing the war, which is very unfortunate. It's very interesting to see them actually doing something to stop it, because that must mean that they are, like, the viewbotting is affecting their bottom line, because it's like, at base, right? Viewbotting, obviously, from, like, a culture side of things, horrible. It is horrible that people are able to just cheat their ways into making people think they're a big streamer. And it's just like, they don't have to do the grind instead of being funny or any of this stuff. They're just, oh, yep, I have all the views now. I'm at a huge audience point. It's so many more eyes on their stuff, right? But on Twitch side of things, it kind of just makes their numbers look better, at least, where it's like, they can be like, oh yeah, I have these many people watching at all times. But I guess it's like, What's probably happened is that advertisers, it almost certainly helped out at the start where they were able to go to place and be like, yeah, we have this many viewers, we're rising like a crazy amount right now. But now advertisers have probably smartened up and been like, hey, we aren't getting like any clicks or anything at all from all these viewers you got. So probably cutting down on it now but it's just so interesting to me that I do wonder what they're gonna do, Bart, because I don't see this like cutoff point of fucking capping things. I don't see it working well. Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll cook, but I don't see it working. But it's also like, what do you do? Like, you trying to make it so that you can find some way to just cut off viewbots and just not let it count, but it's like it's such a I cannot even imagine having to be the people in charge of trying to figure out what's a view bot and like cutting it off and what's not, because it's like you have to be careful that you don't like hit a person's actual account. You have to try to keep up, because once you make an update to change stuff, all they need to do is find find what you're doing to detect them and just change that. So it's just a constant war that they're gonna have to try to figure out somehow. They may need to make it like more difficult, like more encrypted to get on Twitch or something. I don't know. I'm not a career or technology like smart enough to give any advice on what they should do, honestly. So I wish them the best for that. But it's so interesting because Twitch like has it bad. Like I think Kick also has it bad, but I'm not touching Kick with a fucking 50-foot pole, man. All the shady shit that just feels like comes out of that place. Hell no. But it's like, yeah, it's because it's like YouTube. I don't think it's as big of a problem, but it's because it's not so much. I guess it's not a visible problem on YouTube, right? Because these aren't streamers. I'm sure the streamers probably on YouTube are also view botting, but it's like, who really goes on to like YouTube's live page? Who actually uses that stuff? Obviously, YouTube cares a lot more about just base YouTube videos rather than streaming. I think they are trying to lean into it a bit more, but they care more about the normal. But it's yeah, Twitch is like bad with it, especially as of late. Ever since the rise of like New Phase, and I'm not throwing any of them under the bus because I don't think any of them really are. And if they did, it was at the start. And if they like weren't, I think like they would have made it no matter what, because they are actually entertaining people. But it's like I think that time was what really started it. I think like stuff with like Kai's rise and everything with that, and I'm not throwing anyone under the bus because this whole situation's touchy on what's happening. But yeah, that rise is where we've really seen it. It's really been a modern day more problem rather than older stuff. Like back in the day, hell no, I don't think anyone was viewbotting. Now it's like, is half of Twitch act like getting viewbotted and no one knows. Like it's very possible. It's so interesting because obviously the like streaming and YouTube world is getting like more out there, more people are knowing about it, so more people are coming in, and that means more people are fucking what am I saying? Like wanting to get successful, so more smarter and shady people are coming in and finding ways, which is so interesting, man. We're at a fun part to see like where this goes. Yeah, that's that, and then obviously Twitch is like kind of on fire as well because StreamElements is shutting down, which is wow. I think everyone was kind of blindsided by that, and it's like, god damn. I never really used StreamElements, but I know a lot of people did, and it's kind of really tragic to see them like going under. That's very unfortunate. I hope they're doing well because they helped out streamers so much that it's a tragedy, man. But yeah, and to add to like Twitch's downfall, so many streamers are moving to Kick. I've seen so much, I feel of late, of people just glazing Kick, being like, yeah, I think I'm gonna move over to Kick. They've offered me some stuff, or it's just like, yeah, Kick is just better to stream on. Which is weird to me. I feel like they're probably just getting offered just $1 million, just millions, because the people that own Kick have just fuck off amounts of money, where it's like if the like you just got to throw money, and I'm sure as some of the big people are going to be like, yeah, sure, why not? But it's like, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think I'll ever go to Kick. I mean, I don't think I'll ever be off YouTube. Even if I got big on like streaming or uploading, I'd always just be YouTube, ride or die, because YouTube's such a nostalgic thing to me. This is the video and streaming platform for me, and that's just me personally. But yeah, we're past the 10 minutes mark here. I went through at least some of it and yapped about it. Not didn't get too in depth with stuff, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see y'all tomorrow.